Hey guys, this is Josh and welcome to Oxman Garage. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more content just like this. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to fix that saggy bumper that makes a gap right here between the bumper and the fender. These tabs right here tend to fail, and the next thing you know, this has got a huge gap right here and it just does not look great on the Mustang. So this is going to cover the 2015 to 2017 Mustang. I'm not sure if the 18 to 23 have this problem as well, but the GT350 and the GT500 have that same kind of design, and I wonder if they have this kind of problem too. But after taking your bumper off a few times, these little tabs right in here tend to get worn down and they just come off because the weight of the bumper just wants to go down. And anytime you hit a bump or you go over a speed bump or anything like that, you make contact with the lower part of the bumper, this tends to come off and wear down and break. So I'm going to show you a cheap and easy way to fix this without having to get a new bumper or having to get new hardware in this area, or the previous owner trying to glue this back together, which is not going to work. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. So today we're working on my 2016 Mustang GT. This has an aftermarket bumper. This is a MP Concepts GT500 clone bumper. So this is good quality. It almost is OEM, but I think they all have that failing point with those tabs in the corner. So we're going to try and fix that up now. All right, so if you had to take your bumper off for any reason, maybe you're putting on a supercharger, intercooler, heat exchanger, putting new headlights on, or you just need to get to the turn signal markers, you're upgrading, whatever. You want to turn your wheel so that you can gain access to the wheel well liner right in here. Remove all of the hardware, and then you want to be able to get in here, right in here. Because what we're going to do is we're going to get at this part right here on the bumper, and we're going to zip tie this over the headlight support, and we're going to cinch that up, and it's that easy, and that's going to be able to keep the bumper in place. All right, so you want to get a really good zip tie. Don't get a flimsy little one like this. You need one that's at least 12 inches long. You get this at your local hardware store, something that's going to be nice and durable, and it's going to be able to withstand all of the elements and your driving habits. All right, so we're going to get in here. I don't know if you can see that right up here. We're going to feed it right through, actually from the bottom. Feed it through the bottom. Okay. And then you see this headlight bulkhead right here, this support. You want to feed this right through. So you're going to go over that mounting bolt and just feed it back down. I have fat fingers, so that really doesn't help me. There we go. All right, so we made a nice loop right here. Let's focus that camera for you guys. You see that? See how I went on this tab right here, went over this bolt, and now I'm going to feed it through. And now I'm going to tighten it up. I'm going to make this nice and tight. I'm going to get this out of the way. Now what that's going to do is, see, look, it's holding that position right there. This isn't dropping right now. Before, this was like down here. It's holding this up. The whole problem with these bumpers is when these fail, the weight of the bumper is bringing it down. So by putting that zip tie right there, you are just helping it and supporting it when these tabs fail. So now bring this up and over, and whatever tabs you have left, just stick them in there. And then we're going to get in here and we're going to cinch the zip tie up all the way. All right, so we got it on there, and the zip tie is really tight. So just gonna bang it down here, kick the bottom of the bumper. It came out just a little bit. Just a little bit. I need to tighten that zip tie a little bit more. All right, so here's a before, and then here's an after. As you can see, that closed that gap really nicely. Looks great. So this is gonna pop out a little bit. I'm like this. The zip tie. See how it's popping out just a little bit. Me messing with it. The zip tie thing is a lot better. If I really hit a bump or something, it's gonna pop out like that. That's the most that it's gonna pop out. Not too bad. But if you really need to fix this, I guess the other solution would be to have one of those push button dealios right here. It's like a little mini hood securing latch button. You can get one of those and put that there. But for the meantime, I'm gonna live with this. I mean, after driving a little bit, it's gonna come out that much because the zip tie is really holding it tight, and it won't come out any more than that. It's a lot better than what it was, but I can live with this how it is right now. All right, so just going to pause the video. So another option, you can get one of the brackets that you can epoxy to completely replace that push-in bracket. You can find this on eBay, ranges anywhere from $20 to $30. You can get the plastic brackets that you epoxy on there, or you can get the metal brackets. So you can find these on eBay. I'll put a link in the description of where I find these additional products. All right, guys, gonna wrap up this video. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more Mustang content just like this. We got those two playlists. We have the S550 how-to, anything you can think of with this car, taking off the bumpers, interior, check out that playlist. And we also have the Fobra project playlist as well, so make sure you check out both those playlists. If you guys have any comments or questions, please comment down below. Answer them the best I can. We'll catch you guys with the next one. This is Josh with Oxman Garage.